That is right, folks. The 1989 Batwing has just been revealed. The 1989 Batwing has just been announced. This set is in the 18+ line and will retail for $200 in the United States. For this price, I think that is a pretty good value, especially with 2,363 pieces and 3 minifigures. The first thing I want to talk about is the shape of the Batwing. LEGO really nailed that circular detail, especially on the angles of the wings. Like 20 years ago, they would have not had the pieces to make the curves around the wings the way they could do today. Also, another thing I really like is how they added a fair amount of studs on the top, because if they kept it completely flat, it would look unlike LEGO, and it gives it a bit of that LEGO flair that it really needs. The detail on the build is fantastic. I really like how LEGO made those turrets on the side look really good and realistic. I also like the flaps on the side of the wings, and I think that's really cool that they can go up and down. The wings on the back of the Batwing near the cockpit look really good, especially with those ends that they got on them. The angle looks really good. The cockpit also looks fantastic with the 3 windshield pieces over it because it's in UCS scale, and the driver's seat looks pretty good. I bet there's going to be some sticker details there, and so it's really good, all of it. Another really cool feature about the Batwing is that it can clip onto a wall, kind of like a painting or something like that, because it has the clip piece that they use for the Mosaics line that just came out, the LEGO Mosaics LEGO art theme. So I think that's really cool how they did all that, and I'm very excited to see how it works and if it'll be able to keep up the weight. The only thing I really don't like about that is that it's going to get dusty. It's pretty obvious, especially with black pieces. It's not going to look that good when it's dusty, so you might have to make a case around it on the wall, and that could be annoying. But that's a pretty cool feature in general, and I think that it's going to be really cool for some people to hang up their Batwings on the wall. The problem that I have with this set comes with the minifigure selection. I mean, it's decent and pretty good, but it's similar to the Diagon Alley scenario, where we had some really good minifigures like Gilderoy Lockhart and Lucius Malfoy, but also we had some pretty bad minifigures like a Harry, Ron, Hermione, Draco, Jenny, all of them with short legs and similar outfits, because they were really boring, and we would rather have some cooler minifigures. Now, with this set, we have the same Batman as the same Batman minifigure as last year's Batmobile, which is pretty good. You need another Batman, and that minifigure is pretty expensive on the second hand, and people who missed out on the Batmobile can get this minifigure. And there's no variations really in the Tim Burton Batman film for a different Batman suit, so I think that's fine. Now, the Joker is when the problems start. First of all, the Joker is not even in this costume in the scene in the movie, okay, with the Batwing. And I think that's kind of annoying. I wish they could have picked some different minifigure maybe, or like a different variant of the costume that we got from the Joker last year, maybe with a hair hat combo. I don't know, something like that. But the printing is pretty good. I like the leg printing. No arm printing, sadly, but it's only a $200 set. Now, the henchman, the boombox henchman, I have some problems. First of all, why did they not pick the Joker's side henchman, like a really iconic one in the film? Second of all, this guy is inaccurate. He has like a hair. They should have a hair and hat combo, like with yellow hair. It's inaccurate from the film, and he's just a boring decision for only 3 minifigures. The only thing I would say that's good about him is his arm printing and his torso prints. Those are pretty good. The stand is also the same stand that is used in the 1989 Batmobile from last year. I think it looks alright. It's the same exact build. The gargoyles look good, especially with their piece usage, and it looks good with minifigures on it. My only complaint with the stand is that there's like no way to connect it to the stand from last year, because many people who are buying this set also own the 1989 Batmobile. But besides that, I think the stand looks pretty good. The last thing that I want to talk about is the box art. Now, in the top left corner, you have the Batwing sign, which I think looks pretty cool. And then in the center, you have the Batwing. Now, I think this dark box looks great. The 18 plus line is perfect for the Batwing, especially with the box art. And of course, you have that little yellow glow behind it, because you wouldn't be able to see it at all because the box is black. And it shows the piece count in the corner, just like all the 18 plus sets, with the greebling effect in the gray pieces. So I think that looks really good, and it's one of the 18 plus sets that really looks good in the box art compared to like a Winter Village Elf Clubhouse set. So yeah.